But like I said, you can never make me hate either of them. I'm sorry. Do you feel trouble in this friendship? A couple of people have asked my opinion on Alexia and Marysol's friendship, and how Alexia threw Marysol under the bus with Stephanie in the spa. So Alexia told Stephanie that it basically wasn't her idea about the plane, and that Marysol didn't really like that Stephanie is close with Adriana and that they had lunch. If you don't remember, last season they had a similar situation where Alexia threw Marysol under the bus when it came to Adriana. Alexia was asked, who do you think lies the most in this group? And one of the people that she mentioned at the reunion was Marysol. I made a post about it somewhere in my Miami tab. And at the end of the reunion, Alexia and Marysol argued about it a little bit. There was also some tension in their friendship because Julia and Alexia seemed to be closer with Julia at that time. And I blame that all on Todd. Basically, you can never make me hate their friendship. I think they're at a place of very deep friendship, basically sisters, and they will get through anything. Alexia spoke about Marysol speaking about Todd in the confessionals and that she wasn't very happy. I think they both do it to each other, but they're speaking the truth. If they were lying on each other, being sneaky behind each other's back, that's a different thing. I think as long as they're both telling the truth, they don't have a problem with it. And we saw with our own eyes that it was Marysol. When they were sitting there making that seating chart for the jet, we saw Marysol have a look in her eye and realize what Steph was doing. You can only imagine Marysol going back to the room and telling Alexia, we're not doing this. So I don't really blame Alexia for saying that to Steph. Like, hey, stop targeting me, stop coming at me when it's both of us. I also just have to mention how weird that scene was when Marysol and her husband had Frankie and Alexia over, and Marysol wasn't even like pretending to eat. I just think they've gotten to a place in friendship where they don't hide anything. I'm jealous of this friendship. I don't call it throwing them under the bus anymore. I call it just straight up honesty, real friendship. What is your opinion on their friendship? Do you think they have issues? Or do you think they've found a place of just pure honesty and sisterhood? I do think it's a situation where Marysol has a lot of the thoughts and then Alexia is the one that says things out loud. And I would like Marysol to speak her mind more often and not just speak through Alexia.